This is the Fan Finance Show from talkSPORT, aiming to bring fans priced out of the game back into play. On the show, we're going to be looking at how you watch the Premier League in the most cost-efficient way. We've got the tricks to save you big money watching your team, and we've got the man who literally wrote the guide on how to do it, Michael Brown. So stick around. Before we get into this, I am just going to save you £70 in the first minute of this video. If you are getting TV deals, sports deals, just for football, and you're not really too keen on any other sport, then kill your subscription for June and July. Unless you're kind of interested in watching European qualifiers in the Faroe Islands in the middle of the summer, it's literally not worth you paying up to £85 a month when there is no decent football on. So there you go, £70 saved already. Firstly, a quick history of footy on the telly. Since the Premier League was invented, for pretty much the first 20 years, most of the football was on Sky Sports. But around about 15 years ago, they started to mix things up. Different providers came in, buying the rights of the Premier League, and this created a lot of competition. It also meant that us as fans had to go and buy multiple different subscriptions instead of having that one simple subscription every year. However, from next season, that's the 2025-2026 season, things are changing. In fact, you could say they're going a little bit old school. Next season, it's going to be just Sky and TNT Sports for you to watch your football from. How the Premier League does this is it deals up 6 different packages, so all the games split into 6 groups. Next season, Sky has 5 of those groups. TNT has 1 of those groups. In practicality, this is how it looks. TNT Sports has Package A, which means it gets 52 live matches per season for the next 4 years, and every single game on a Saturday kicking off at 12:30 p.m. It will also have 2 live midweek rounds. Sky Sports has been given packages B, C, D, and E, which means it gets a massive 215 live games a season. I know, pretty impressive. So now is owned by Sky TV, and it's generally a cheaper way of getting those sports packages. Another key difference, you can get them monthly, so you can buy a subscription month by month if it's just certain months you're going to be around, or you only want to watch it for the next couple of months to the end of the season. But Now TV is also where I've got some of the best deals over the last couple of years. Say I go to sign up to Now TV now. I can sign up for 6 months for £26 a month. Then this is where the best trick comes in. This is how you save big money. Go to cancel your subscription on Now TV. It will say, don't you want to see this? Don't you want to miss this? Skip through that until it says, we can offer you this deal. Normally that deal is around about 2/3 of the current price. So at the moment, it's offering me to stay on board for £22 per month. Don't forget, if I just signed up for a 1 month off the cuff, that's 34 quid. So a big saving there. And the same thing happens with Boost. Boost is a way that you can get HD and 4K. Boost allows you to stream on multiple devices. It also allows you to get it in 4K. There is a sign-up deal for Boost that gives you 1 month free. Now, I've just signed up to Boost a month ago, and I went to cancel my Boost subscription. It offered me £1 for the next 6 months for 4K and multiple devices. I'm just going to say that again. £1 for the next 6 months. If I paid that off the cuff for £6 a month, that's 24 quid. So I've instantly saved £20 a month on getting multiple devices and in 4K. This is where Now TV comes into its own. It can get you the big deals. If you're a traditionalist and you're saying, well, you know what, I don't need all this hassle, I just want to go with Sky Sports. Well, Sky Sports will offer you a package for around about £35 a month if you go through its TV subscription. However, you can get deals that you can whack it on top of your broadband for about £20 a month. The be-all and end-all of all this is nobody should be paying £100 for a sports subscription anymore. No one. Nobody at all. Another big tip, If you are signing up to a new broadband deal to get your sports package, sign up just after April, because every April, the providers will increase their prices by the rate of inflation. That's currently just under 3%, but they can add 2% as well. So you could see your prices going up by 5%. I know, every single April. People are beginning to be a bit more savvy about this now. So see if that is in your contract and watch out for it, because it could be an unexpected hit every April. Right, so new season, new rules when it comes to watching Premier League football. How can we save? What are the deals? Michael Brown from The Times has literally written a guide on this. And Michael's with us now. Michael, great to speak to you.
Hi, Rick. Thanks for having me on.
Are you going to save us some cash today?
Of course.
So, I mean, one of the biggest questions that we get asked all the time is, can you share any of these subscriptions to try and get the price down?
Yeah, and that's one great hack for a lot of people, and an option that I personally use. As someone who lives in a flat in London with a couple of mates, one option is to share it amongst you. And then when you have 30 or 40 pounds worth of subscription going out, then it does become a lot easier. Just check with your provider, we always say in the T's and C's, because one point which you might want to consider is that some subscriptions only limit you to 1 or 2 devices. So if there are 3 or 4 of you around, then maybe this is not the best option and you will have to have a look at others.
Yeah. And a lot of the times when it comes to this, you can have up to 4 devices per household. So if you're using Boost, for example, on Now TV, that allows you to have up to 4 devices, and you get the HD as well on that. Michael, tell us about some of the best deals that are on the market at the moment.
So the best deals for you will typically be on a personal basis. Normally what you're looking at is the sports fan in question. So if you're someone who wants to sit down and watch a PGA golf every now and then, you're not really going to want to lock into a Sky mega bundle which gives you all the channels and all the HD ones. You're going to probably want something that is a little bit more limited but gives you exactly what you want. So the best ones when it comes to something like TNT Sports, which will be great for a lot of Champions League fans out there, and a couple of people who watch Premier League sporadically on occasion, is to look at a Discovery Plus option. That's going to cost you around about £30 a month, but there is ways to reduce that, especially if you are a BT broadband holder or an EE customer. Then you can look at getting this for a cut price. EE typically offers it around as an add-on at about £20 a month, but for some people on the BT broadband deals, you can get this for free. So do have a look if you're one of those customers for that particular deal. Amazon Prime as well, as we know, offers a couple of games now. They're offering Champions League this season. They have gone through a couple of those. So it's not fairly regular. But what I do say about Amazon Prime is that they do a 30-day introductory offer, which is free. So if you want to watch a particular Champions League match that is on Amazon and you haven't got a Prime membership, then sign up around that time and log in and watch those matches as usual. But Sky, as we know, that is the massive package. That's the one that's most complete. And if you're an all-round mega sports fan that wants cricket, boxing, the works, then that is something you're going to have to look at. That is one of the pricier ones, but there are ways around it. If you are a Virgin account holder who has their TV subscription through them, then you could get a 10% discount on Sky. So have a look at that. But of course, we do know that Now TV has come into the UK, and you were saying a bit earlier, Rick, that you can cancel your subscription, and usually they offer you a cut price deal. Now TV is famous for that. So if you're on one of their introductory offers and you are getting to the end and it looks like it is going to expire soon, then just click on the cancel subscription and see what they offer you. Right now, you can get now for £26 around there a month for the next 6 months. So that should take you all the way, if you're a football fan, to the beginning of the new Premier League season. And the great thing about that as well, it's a cancel at any time contract. So right now we don't have the cheapest around, but there could be better deals coming out, especially towards the end of the Premier League season.
Yeah, it's going to get busy, isn't it? Because, of course, next season, it's just TNT and Sky when it comes to the football next season. What should we be paying if we want the lot? If we want the whole package for Sky and TNT? Because it can get close to £100, can't it? But you were saying, if you look at it and you play the game, and you're motivated to play the game, and when it comes to renewing every 6 months, you can really get that price down.
Yeah, and we've typically seen readers come and chat to us, and they've got it down to around about 50 for both TNT and Sky. So these are haggling customers, I have to say. So you do have to put a bit of work into it, as you've just alluded to over there. And that is, every time your deal comes to an end, haggle with your provider, see what you can get. I mean, the worst answer is no, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so true. I think when it comes to Now TV, your haggling is digital haggling. You're literally telling them you're leaving, and then they're offering you another price if you do want to stay on. When it comes to the Sky model, and where it starts at, say, £35 for the complete sports package, and then you add TNT on, and you're basically probably going for about a £60 package, that's when you really probably need to get on the phone with Sky and haggle.
100%. And it's also worth pointing out as well that your broadband provider might be able to offer these packages as add-ons. And broadband is typically a very competitive market. People switch all the time. They want to keep your custom. Anyone who has tried to cancel a contract will know this. When they'll try to keep you on the phone with anything. So we don't really typically see people giving cut price sports memberships. But if you do bundle that in with your broadband and try and work a deal with them, that can also bring you some sort of savings.
This is the Fan Finance Show from talkSPORT. Thanks for watching. We'll have another one for you really soon.